Oh, I'm live. Hello, hello. So if you watch this in the replay, make sure you leave a comment, a like. If you like it, if you don't like it, you can leave a thumbs down. I'm cool with that too. And of course, always subscribe if you like this. So right now we are talking about top 20 fall fragrances. So why don't you tell me what are your favorite fall fragrances? So tonight is all about the fragrances. Hey, Rose. Hey, Fergus Anatomy. Hey, Karen. Okay, so I try to do top 10s, but I just cannot commit to just 10. So I can commit to 20. I can commit to 20, pretty good. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Dion. Hi, Melissa. So, I usually can commit to 20 with some honorable mentions. So let's get started. Hi, Patience. How are you? How is everybody doing? So let's get started because I don't want to keep y'all all night, because I can get a little long-winded and everything. So, starting to catch a cold. Okay, so hi, Leah. All right, so we're going to start out with so let's just talk about fall fragrances. Let's just talk about that for a minute. Okay, so what I did was my criteria was it was fall, so it was, it's getting cooler and everything. So these are deeper fragrances, but they aren't the deepest that I own. So there are some that are even, that I feel like should be really for the cold weather. I'm all in my eyes. Come on now. So these are like they're good for like crisp weather, for those times when you start putting your sweaters on and everything, but they aren't like deep freeze winter fragrances, even though they can be worn there. But I have some that are a little bit like, okay, so I'm just going on too much. So anyway, fall fragrances are richer, are deeper. We get into more of our vanillas, our spicier things, things that really got some power behind them, because it's getting cool. So we need the fragrances to push out or cling to us more. We can take those heavier fragrances because it's not so hot outside where it's like, oh my God, I'm choking myself out. So you can enjoy these type of fragrances at this time of year. Hi, Misty, how are you? So let's get started. So I'm going to start out with florals. So I have some florals for the fall, and then we'll get into some other things. Of course, the gourmands, because of course, gourmands are king and queen when it gets cold outside, So first off, I'm going to talk about this one. This is Woman in Gold by Killian, by the House of Killian. And I know this also is one of my, ladies of wealth fragrances. It's more, but what it is that this is like kind of aldehydic. It has, it's just very posh. It has a very poshness to it. It has that like Chanel No. 5 kind of vibe to it, but not quite Chanel No. 5, but on that vein. And it just screams it's fall. I'm wearing my fragrance. It's time for me to have some, I got some money. I'm going out, doing a little shopping. It's all about, but this is like a very classic, very posh feeling fragrance. But this isn't something that I would necessarily wear in the summertime because it's just a little too much. It's just a little too heavy in a classy, posh way. So Woman in Gold. Ooh, I went on for no reason. Okay. All right. Next up is this one. I'm going to go through some that are easy breezy to talk about. All right. Somebody got their scent of the day up. This is Delena Exclusive, right? Yeah, Delena Exclusive. So now this, of course, is the deeper, darker, richer, sexier, hotter big sister of Delena. It's got the oud in it. It's got the incense in it. It's still got that kind of sharp rose, sharp floral that Delena has, but it's even more, it has more depth. It's a little more interesting, a little more edgy than the original Delena. Delena is more, country club girl. This is her bad sister who doesn't go to the country club anymore, who, you know, the parents are like always concerned about what she's doing because they worried that she's going to be at somebody's, you know, society page is saying she's, hi Jackie, that she's doing too much. You know, this is the one that they worry about when she's wearing the Delena Exclusive. Next up, one of my favorites, Maison Lancome's Parfait de Roses. The reason why this is because it's sugary sweet. It's that sugary candied, boozy rose, but it's not too strong. It's strong, but it's not too strong. It's strong, but it's not too strong. But it's a beautiful, if you want a sugared sweets with a little booze, this is it. This is it. It's got the aldehydes in it, so it's got a little powderiness to it. It is this is a rose for your behind if you like sugary roses. If you like a sugar sweet rose, Parfait de Roses is one to put on your list. Not to say that that's the only one, because Lord knows I got a lot of them, but that's one. That's one. All right, let's talk about Dancing Roses by Viktor and Rolf. Now, Dancing Roses took the Fragcom, took YouTube by storm this summer, probably because Viktor and Rolf started selling these, you know, putting these on sale. But Dancing Roses is such a boozy cherry rose. Oh, yes, high centralized. Yes, this is one of my favorite notes too, Dion. And it's very surprising because there was a time when folks didn't wear rose, because the way rose was done was very old fashioned, very old. Like, you kind of like identify rose fragrances with your grandmother. Well, now Rose has come a long way, baby. She has come a long way. And this is this fun, just, you know, you have this one, you know, it's one of those fun ones. Oh, you have it on right now. You know, it's one of those fun roses. It's boozy. It's cherry. You know, yeah, it's just really, it's one of those fun, you know, and let me tell you, it's a compliment getter. You will get compliments wearing Dancing Roses. Now, I know some people don't like it. They say it smells like cherry cough syrup. It does not to me. Hi, Taffy. Hi. It does not to me. I really like it. I think it's awesome. So that's that one. Now let's get into here. This is Molinar's Tuberose Vertigineux. What, you know. So this is a tuberose. Now, I think that it's really, you know, some people like florals. You know, they really do. You know, a lot of us are like, oh, I love my gourmands. I want my vanillas. I want my ambers. But some people like a good floral. And this is a beautiful tuberose. It isn't one of those, it's not a bubblegum banana-ish sweet tuberose. This is truly, I actually have a review of this on my IG page today. But it is a very classic, very, very garden fresh tuberose, but it has a lot of depth. It projects, it lasts long on the skin. It's not too spring like floral. It has a little depth to it, which makes it good for fall too. I mean, this is honestly how I wear all year, but it can really wear in the fall too, because it holds its own when it gets cool outside. And I know this because I have worn it since it has been. Yes, Molinar is usually affordable. This one is under $100. Hi, Helen. So this is under $100. So this is a really nice, beautiful bottle. Yeah, and that's the thing. This is like, Molinar is like niche, but it's an affordable niche, you know, because let's be honest, people act like niche means very expensive. Niche just means a house that only does perfumes. So when everybody's like, oh, this is niche, and we identify it with spending a lot of money, it really is not. It's just about the fact that this is a perfume house, and that's all they do. So anyway, this is Tuberose Vertigineux, however you say it. Now this is Histoire de Parfums. This is number 2 Virginal. Now the notes in here, it has it has mandarin orange, cherry in it, which is, it has tuberose, has a cherry in it. That's so cool, isn't it? But anyway, it has like frangipani, tiare, so it has some tropical notes, but it isn't. Hi, Miss V. Hi, Yvonne. But it doesn't have that tropical feel. Like when you think frangipani, you think tiare, you think tropical, you think summertime, but those are just supporting players, because the real star is the tuberose. And then you have the sweetness from the cherry and that sweetness from the mandarin orange. You get that little citrusy vibe. So this is a really pretty, I personally love this fragrance. It just really vibes in with the cool weather. It actually, especially here in Chicago, because it's so windy, the wind picks it up and you just feel like you are enveloped in this beautiful sweet kind of tuberose, but not sweet like we're used to. It's more about the fruity sweet, the fruits with the sweet with the tuberose, and it is just gorgeously stunning. It is stunning. It is glamorous. It has a glamour to it because it has a slight different scent than you're used to seeing with tuberose. I'm not trying to go on forever and ever with these because I can be long-winded, So now next up this is new. And so I'm not going to say this is like top 20, but these are the ones that I'm really vibing for right now. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are chilly here already. So this is one, and I'm putting it up here now because I'm going to have some other ones come up. But you need a spicy rose. You always need to have at least one spicy rose out. Because you can't do sugary, sweet roses all the time. You need to have at least one good spicy rose, one that's not vanilla centered, one that isn't sugary, one that's just spicy, just ginger, just saffron, a little incense, some oud, some of that. You need oud without the vanilla though. Things are just a spicy rose. And so this is the spicy rose I'm going to talk about right now, which is Airmis's Calligraphy Rose. This is my newest one. This is very good. And the reason why I was thinking about getting rid of it, but I'm not, because it's a nice, affordable, spicy rose. I must look into that one. Okay, I must look into that one. That sounds good, Dion. I must look into this one, this Rosa Assoluta. So yeah, this is a really good spicy rose. It really holds its own. I've worn it a couple of times since I've gotten it. It really is beautiful. Really nice on the skin, projects out pretty well, lasts pretty long. It gives me about 6 hours, and that's good for me because let me tell you, my skin eats a fragrance up, eats it up. So yeah, and then it's all beautiful. Look at how deep and rich the color is. So that tells you it's got that ginger and it's got that saffron in it. It's just I think it's got a little cinnamon in it. It's just like this really beautiful spicy rose. All right, so those are the florals. Now we're going to get into, of course, the gourmands, the oriental vanillas, the gourmands, the vanillas, the ambers. We're just going to get into there. Let's get into there now. First off, let's go with this one. This is one I've been vibing on. This is Tobacco and Tonka Bean by Banana Republic. Plum, coconut, tonka bean, vanilla. This thing is so good. And the price is very affordable. You can find this on, I don't know if you can find a Banana Republic, but I know you can get it on Fragrance Net, Fragrance X. I think, they pretty much all have it. But it is such a beautiful gourmand. It is so yummy. It just makes me feel like it's very like like cozy. And I never thought I would think of things cozy like fragrances, but this is one of them cozy fragrances. It's just so yummy. It's just delicious. And it just makes you feel like, oh, I just smell delicious, right? And it's so funny that that you're saying that this is always sold out, because now it's become popular. That you said it was, sold out, Dion, because when I got it, I bought this a while ago. These were not selling out. This was sitting there for months. Nobody was thinking about tobacco on Tonka bean. And now all of a sudden people are talking about it, and now it's selling out. Right. Yeah. So this is just, gorgeous. It's just, very, it's just juicy. It has a juiciness to it from the fruit and everything. So yes, I wouldn't be surprised. Let me go on and hold on to some of this, because I've been selling it off. Let me stop selling my thing in case I can't get it, because I've already gotten rid of some of this. All this, and that's so funny, because all of a sudden people want to get decants of it. Now before, nobody wanted decants of that thing. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go in order of this one is Shalimar Souffle Intense. This is a Shalimar. This is a Guerlain. It has a Guerlain vanilla. It's very workday appropriate. It's very everyday chic. It's like an everyday chic vibe, because it has like this lemon going through it. It's lemon pound cake kind of vibe with the vanilla, and it's just a very scrumptious vibe to it. And like I said, it's very work appropriate. It's everyday chic. When you wear this, there's like a certain, Guerlain vibe to it. It's very Parisian, where it's still a little understated. It's not super in your face. It's not too vanilla. It's not too strong. The lemon is just right. It's just, a very subtle lemon, but that makes it very chic. So that's this one. This only like $30-something, I think. Yeah, this is like $30-something. Okay. Then next up is, I'm gonna talk about that one next after that one. Okay, so let's talk about. Right. Well, this is Souffle, which is a flanker of it, and it does not smell like the original Shalimar. Yeah. No, this is not the original Shalimar. This is Shalimar Souffle Intense. This is the intense version. This is a flanker of Shalimar, and it does not smell like Shalimar. So that's why I like it, because I'm not a huge fan of Shalimar. All right. So this one is thanks to Dr. Rose. This has been like popular. It got popular. This is Lattafa's Ragba. Sugar, vanilla, oud, a little oud in it. You can definitely smell the oud in it. Definitely got the amber, got the vanilla in it. This is a very, what do I want to say? It's a particular scent, because I found some people really don't like it, but the majority of people do like it, because it's a really nice vanilla. It's a really nice ambery vanilla. And it's just really, I didn't know you liked Shalimar Souffle Intense, Rose. I did not know that. And so, yeah, and Ragba is just kind of intoxicating. It has this kind of like, when you smell it, you're like, ooh, she smelled good. She smelled good. She smells glorious. And that's what it is. But it lasts long. It's strong. It's strong. And it ain't no joke. It's got some strength behind it. So it's a very strong, a little flirtatious. She can be a little flirtatious. Remind me, Karen, and I'll send it to you. Just send me a little message to send it to you. So that's that. Now this one is weird, but it's Mugler. So you expect a little weirdness from Mugler. So this is Aura. Aura is a green vanilla. It actually kind of smells kind of minty vanilla, but in a decent, cute way, because I don't like mint. I don't like mint. I don't like mint fragrances. I don't like the mint notes. No, I didn't send it already. Right. It's a very unusual, it's got this greenness to it. It's just really, you either love it or hate it. You either love it or hate it. It kind of does, Melissa. It does sound like toothpaste, kind of, but on the skin, it plays differently. Like when you spray this on paper, you get a really strong kind of green mint vanilla scent to it. But it isn't that. And somehow on the skin, it really is beautiful. And I don't know why, because like when you first smell it, you're like, but as soon as it starts drying down, it becomes this really pretty green vanilla. Well, it just becomes this really, really green vanilla. And it's quite pleasing, right? It really is quite pleasing to me. And it's very stylish because it's very unique in the way it's the scent. You're never going to smell anything like Aura. No one else is going to copy Aura. This isn't one of those things that people are going to copy it, but it is quite delightful. All right, next up is this one. You cannot talk. Yes, B even liked it on me. Right. B liked it on me, which says a lot because she doesn't like a lot of my fragrances because we have totally opposite tastes when it comes to fragrances, pretty much. Now, of course, I'm going to show this one, which is JPG's La Belle. This one has been hot. This is one of the hot girls of 2020. This is Pear, Vanilla, and Vetiver. And for some reason, those three notes, the way they put them together is just one of these sexy, just scrumptious, and it's just captivating. It's just this really stunning fragrance. I hate saying stunning too often, but it's very stunning. It's very unlikely. It is. You think, they just, it's too much. Because y'all know I don't like the hype train. But I did make a dent in it. I have a bigger one too, Taffy. So rest assured, I have the big version too. But it's just like you spray it on, you're going to smell lovely. That anybody who gets close to you is going to be like, dang, you smell good. Right. See. Nah, I'm not there. Okay. I have 100 mil and then I have the little 30 mil. And I think she's so cute with her little, I think they should have put the little rose on the big bottle too, but they got the big old necklace vibe on that one. But yeah, you're going to smell, beautiful. You're going to smell like a little juicy little snack when you're wearing this. This is such a pretty fragrance for, second or third date. I wouldn't say first dates, but this is definitely a second or third date when you're starting to get to know somebody and you kind of feeling them and you just being pretty. It's just a pretty fragrance. Now, I'm going to go with this one. All right, let's talk Amethyst. I really enjoy Amethyst. That's a good thing. Like your empty bottles, if they're beautiful bottles, you should have a little display of them. That'd be so cute because some of these bottles are just works of art. Let's just be honest. Part of what you're buying with fragrance is the packaging. If the packaging is good. Okay, so Amethyst has become very is it? Okay. What is it? La Beau, yes. Right. So Amethyst is like this really hot, very popular. It's become popular because it has a very unique, a very edgy kind of vibe with the berries and the peppers and things. But I gotta say that I now am digging Amethyst Exquisite. Exquisite. It still has that DNA of amethyst with the berries, but what it has a wild orchid, so it has a floral note too. So they took out the pepper and put this floral note, and this one I find is very sexy. Like amethyst is sexy in its own way, but I find this one, this is sexier to me. This is a little more provocative because with the berries, and it's something about the way Lalique has done these berries. They don't just smell like, oh, you got a little black currant, you got a little, it doesn't smell like that. It has a distinct Lalique berry scent. Yes, I think this is the newer one. And so I'm gonna do a flanker night, because I have a bunch of flankers, and I'm going to say which ones I think are best in certain things that I've tried a lot of the, flankers of them. But yeah, so this is like Amethyst Exquisite, and it is gorgeous. It's just really takes that to, it's like a more sophisticated amethyst. Whereas amethyst is kind of edgy and everything. This has a little more sophisticated. Amethyst Exquisite has a little more sophistication. Listen to my neighbors. Okay, so I've also kind of gotten caught up in, well, thank you, Dion, in Van Cleef & Arpels collection of Shortinaire, as you know. So let's just go with this. You gotta pull this out if you haven't been using it, because I think hi Drea, I think Orchid Evening can be worn all year. I really do, because it has a dryness. The vanilla in here is very dry. Yes, Amethyst Exquisite would hang out with Delena Exclusive. You're absolutely right. You're right that they would rock together, because they would be them chicks, them chicks together. You're right, Melissa. Thank you for giving that correlation. But this is Orchid Evening. This is a very popular fragrance when it comes down to vanillas. It has a dryness to it. It's got cacao in it. So it's got a little chocolatey vibe to it. It's a very ladylike vanilla. It's, like some vanillas are very rich, very seductive, very provocative. This is a ladylike vanilla. This is the vanilla of, of ladies who lunch. Or ladies who brunch. Me and my friends had this thing we used to call us ladies who lunch. These are the ladies who lunch. They're wearing their Orchid Evening. It's just a really just sophisticated and classy vanilla, but and much more toned down than some of the vanillas. Like Ragba is a very deep, dark, mysterious vanilla, but Orchid Evening is more of the uptown girls. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of got that downtown girl vibe. Yeah, I think it is too, Misty. I know, because some people are like, oh no, but this is if you want to wear a vanilla, and I think I mentioned this is a really good all year round fragrance. I got to do my all year round fragrances too. It's on my list to do. Okay, so there we go. That one. Oh, no, I'm going to do that one next. So then, you got to get a little sexy. You got to start putting out your sexy stuff. I got some sexy stuff coming. But this one right here, Baby Scandal at Night. You just, honey, orange blossom, bomb. That's all we have to say. It's a honey, orange blossom, bomb. It's got a little tuberose in it too. So it's got white florals. This thing will make you feel, if you don't feel, if let me say this, if you're not having a really good day and you're just feeling like about yourself, put on something like Scandal by Night, because it's going to make you feel sexy. It's if you're feeling like, this is such a sensual fragrance. It's not just sexy, but it's sensual, because it just feels like, you're very just, your movements are very fluid and everything when you wear something like Scandal by Night. I mean, the name, this is so true. This is so hard to find in stock. So if you see this in stock and you're thinking that you want it, you should grab it right away, because it's really hard to find. Something about Gautier, they're not in the stores like they used to be. It's hard to find Gautier in the stores. So you have to get them online. So you have to snatch them when you see them, because they move so quickly. You'd be like, damn, where'd they go? They're gone. So yeah, so this is Scandal by Night. I don't have the other Scandals, and I've been thinking about getting them, but I'm trying not to be that person who's like, oh, I've got to have all the flankers of this brand, of this, one. I like this one, so let me get the other ones so I can compare, see which one I like better. I'm trying not to be that person as much anymore. Just so you know, that's in my head. I'm trying to be. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it's something I'm trying to do. All right, this one, and I was wearing this yesterday. This particular brand, these are just bombs. I mean, these are straight Diva Mode. Remember, we don't do Beast Mode, we do Diva Mode. This right here is Diva Mode. This is Girl of Now. This is Girl of Now, but this is the shine of it. Right. See, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you do that with makeup. I used to do it with makeup too. You got to have the whole collection. This is Elisab's Girl of Now Shine. Now, let me say this. Let me just talk about it. First off, I really do love Girl of Now. For the people who know, when you saw the very first time DJ came in and ranked my perfumes, my son loves Girl of Now. He thinks that's the best thing ever. He hasn't smelled this one yet. I want to see if he'll like this one as much. But this is Girl of Now Shine. This is very much like Girl of Now. Like I said, I'm gonna do a flaker night. The difference is this is a little brighter because it has a little pear note in it. It has a little fruit. It has a fruit in it, notes in it, where Girl of Now does not. So it still has the orange blossom, it still has the almond, it still has the pistachio, but it's a little toned down. Now, toned down in Girl of Now still is Diva Mode. It's for real Diva Mode, because these are strong. They last on you. Yes, it is pretty affordable. They last on you. They're on you. Most of these that I've shown so far are pretty affordable. I'm not going to say they're, yeah. See, that's, thank you. I gotta go get some glasses, but these are my blue light filters so I can see better when I'm doing things, because my eyes have been killing me from being on the computer so much. Yes, and see, Girl of Now is a signature scent. And the thing about things like this is, like, even though you can find them affordable online and things, you can really wear these out because not everybody has them. Because honestly, the average person goes to the store and buys their perfume. They go to like Sephora, they go to Ulta, they go to Macy's, they go there and buy their fragrances. Well, you're not going to find these there for some reason too much. They're not as easy to find in the stores now. So you're not going to smell like everybody, which is a good thing. But anyway, so this is the Girl of Now Shine. Still has the same type of, look. Still, like I said, love it, but it's just really a little brighter, a little fresher version of Girl of Now. Because Girl of Now is so heavy. It is truly a heavy gourmand. It is truly like, it's a diva. It's a diva. This one is like this is the fraternal twin of Girl of Now. That's what I'm gonna say. Because the fraternal twin, where they're almost alike, but not quite. They still got they got some differences. That's how Girl of Now Shine runs. And I actually kind of like that. Well, never mind. We'll talk about that later. All right, now I'm gonna show these two back to back because they kind of go with each other, right? So let's talk about, this is the affordable one. This is Casablanca by Swiss Arabia. Now, I got to be honest. I've tried a few other things from Swiss Arabian. I'm really not a fan of them. Shaga Food, of course. Casablanca is another one. This is apples. It's got, you know, the apple. It's got grapes in it. It's got caramel. So it's kind of like a taffy apple. It's kind of got that taffy apple vibe, but not so much that, you know, it can be sickeningly sweet. It is very sweet, but on the skin, it still has enough of depth and the notes, the blend, a nice blend, so it's not too much like that. It's very, I don't know how I want to say this. It's not, because it's none of these things I'm looking at, because I have these notes I keep over here, just so y'all know. If you see me looking over, I'm like, no, it's not that. But it's a very pleasing fragrance. It's nothing, you know, it's just very pleasing. It's very gourmand. It's very tasty. It has a tastiness to it. Where if you're wearing it, you feel tasty, you know, and it really does, because it's got the apples. And so it's very fall-like, you know, the fall vibe with the caramel and everything. So speaking of this, since I have going into apple, let's just go into the other apples I have. So that is the most inexpensive apple I have is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. And you have to be careful with that one too, because it goes up and down in price, because it does get really popular in the wintertime, just so you know. All right. Then the next apple on this list is Nobile 1942, La Danza della. I love saying it like that. I found out it means the dance of the dragonflies. So it's now, on me at first, it's very lemony. It's got a very lemon bite to it. But after a while, it does get this apple pie kind of vibe to it. A very appley vanilla with a little lemon in it. And so it's really gorgeous on. And now, let me say this, and I have learned about this. Be careful when you spray it, because it makes me sneeze. It goes straight up my nose. Like when I spray this, something in it, when I spray it on, it's something went in those notes. It goes straight in my nose and makes me sneeze. But I'm okay about sneezing because it smells so good. I don't care about that. And it's just a little sneeze. It's just a little sneeze. So it has a strikiness to it. Whereas because it is it is a really good fall scent. It really is. It has this, like, you know, when you think fall, you think about things like apples and pumpkins and pumpkin spices and all this. And so it definitely gives you this apple pie kind of vibe. But since we're going to talk about apple pie, you know what's coming next. This is over 20, by the way. I just noticed that. Right. You can't say danza la danza de la blah blah blah. That's what it looks like to me. It's Rosé All Day by Gallagher. I swear to y'all, if you have never smelled Rosé All Day, you need to smell this. You need to get this on your nose. Now, it does have a stainless steel accord that can be problematic for some. On me, it's fine. Diva Mode. This is strong. But this is apple crisp, plum, dark rose. Now, the brown sugar Tonka bean. This smells like a straight out the oven apple crisp apple pie kind of vibe. You definitely get that. This smells straight out the oven. Like Dances La La La. This one has a little, it's a little sharper. That one's a little sharper. This is a warmer version of it. And it's just, it just smells like an apple pie out the oven. It really does. It smells like an apple pie out of the oven. It just does. It just does. It just does. Because you should hear, because Rosé All Day, I'm sure because it is really now. Like I said, it has a stainless steel note in it that can if on certain skins ring very metallic. So that's one thing I will say. Even though I think it's stunning, even though it is one of the best gourmands out there to me, I think it's something that you need to try though because because on your skin, depending if you know how your skin plays with that stainless steel note, it can go off. All right, next up is another Killian. These are the ones that I have in these versions, and I might go on and get the refills because I honestly like their travel sprays, Killian's travel spray sets, because these are just so damn sexy. Because that's just, it's sexy. Killian makes really good packaging for these. Their other packaging is basic. You know, they have their look for their regular size bottles, but their travel spray sets are the ones that are killing. Yeah. Hi, Misty. Yes, well, you know, you can go and go and buy a decant from me. I have, right, the cases are so cute. Now, this one is Love, Don't Be Shy. And if you want to smell like, if you want to smell like a marshmallow, this is what you want to get. Now, of course, this is the one that supposedly Riri wears, and you know that's what she smells so good. And it's a compliment getter. When I wear it, people smell, you know, smell it on me. It is Diva Mode. It has good projection. It's really just it's there with you. It leaves a good scent trail. And like I said, these are luxurious. I mean, just honestly, other than those new ones that came out. I like the travel cases better than the actual scents, the bottles. So I'm honestly thinking about buying, if I can find them, in the travel sizes because I like the travel size Killians better than the full bottles. And then I could just buy the refills and just refill these up. So that's what I'm thinking about doing because I really, really love these. And they're just so cute to like carry in your bag and things. You know, it's just such an easy breezy way to look luxurious out. You know, not only do you smell good, but if you have these with you and you're out, you pull this out, spray yourself with just a little bit and stunt. What do we say? Stunt on the hose. Okay. Then let me count this out right now. Yeah, those new bottles. The new bottles, baby. I was going to buy one today. I was going to splurge and buy one for myself because I had sold a few things and it was sold out. Them hoes. Let me see how many we done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's all 20. But I have some more. So I'm not done. So, you know, let me tell you something about YouTube. You have to do things like top 10, top 5, top 20. When you start getting into the different numbers, people are like, I want to watch that. So it says top 20, but it's more. I have 2 more. I got 4, 6. Okay, I got about 6 more. Okay. Okay, are we okay with that? Or do y'all want me to stop at 20 and just do it right? Never mind, I'm doing it my way. No, I got 5 more. I'm doing it my way. Right? Right, you got to have honorable mentions, okay? So let's talk about the honorable mentions. I love this fragrance, y'all. I really do. I can wear this a lot, and I know people be like, oh, this is like for summer and spring, but it is not. This is all year, just Sunshine Woman by Amouage. Now I think a lot of people act like this is supposedly right. Nobody puts Lulu in the corner. Thank you, Taffy. Don't nobody put me in the corner. I think people say that this is like a summertime fragrance, springtime, merely because of the bottle, because it's such a bright and yellow bottle. But let me just tell y'all this. This is apricot-y, sunshiny goodness. It's such a delicious gourmand. I really just like, and I smell like apricot sunshine. I smell like apricot sunshine. I smell like, it really, and at first I didn't think I liked it, but I love this fragrance. It is very, hi, Lumis here. It is very captivating. It is very elegant. It is very posh. You know, Amouage when they do it right, because let me tell you, not everything Amouage is right. I am going to do an Amouage night because I have tried quite a bit off the line. I own 5 full bottles, and then I've got travel sprays samples. I've tried quite a bit of the lady side, and we're going to talk about them. You don't get the tobacco note that is strong. It's there. It gives it a slight, because it's a white tobacco. So it gives it a slight smokiness, but it's really about the osmanthus and the apricots. It's just a very sunshiny, but yet elegant fragrance, because it really just, just changes over time and just smells so lovely on you. Okay, so that one. Now, speaking of smoky, this is boozy Nirvana and James bourbon. Has a slight smokiness to it, doesn't have many. It has bourbon, vanilla, tuberose, and I think vetiver. Can't remember what that third note is, because the thing with the Nirvana ones by Elizabeth and James, which of course is Mary-Kate and Ashley, is that they all have 3 notes. They don't have a lot of notes. They just really do a really nice blend. Very inexpensive, but this is that smoky, sexy, boozy. This is when you are, like I always say, this is one of them doing some bad, you on your way to do some bad shit. This is one of those fragrances because it has that booziness. Do you? I have not tried those yet. Bourbon has this very kind of boozy, smoky vibe to it. I'm telling you, this is perfect for cigar smoking, whiskey drinking, just chilling with the fellas or your fella, and y'all, that's where we at on this. All right, now my last ones are these. We're gonna go with these. Gotta have some ambers, and I got some more ambers coming up, but they're strong. They're strong, strong stuff. But this is Amber Fever by Mancera. Now y'all know there was gonna be some Manceras. Y'all knew there was gonna be some Manceras coming. I know y'all sitting there going, "She ain't pulled out one Mancera. What's going on?" Here's one. Now, if y'all been around, y'all know I don't like Baccarat Rouge 540. I say it smells like urinal cakes on me. Hey, now let me say this about Baccarat Rouge 540. Let me say this. For me, Baccarat Rouge 540 does not smell good on my skin. If I spray it in the air, it smells lovely. But on me, it smells terrible. Yes, that's exactly what bourbon smells like. Cigars and a saloon. It really does. But this is very similar to Baccarat Rouge 540, but it's sweeter and it smells good on me. So I prefer Amber Fever. So this is an amber. It's sweet. It's a sweet amber though. Some, because some ambers can be stronger. This is a sweeter version of it. It's just attractive. It's got that ambery vibe to it. It doesn't have the spiciness. So as opposed to having the spiciness of Baccarat Rouge 540, and I'm okay with that because I got enough saffron stuff with saffron. I'm okay, but it has this very, it's just really, and it's one of those things you have to smell it because it is kind of similar, but it isn't. So just to know, if you like Baccarat Rouge 540, this is similar but sweeter, and it isn't really that, and that's why I can wear it because it smells scrumptious on me. Then we have this one, which is Black Vanilla, which is one of my newer ones that I was gifted. And I'm gonna be honest with you, at first I did not like it, but now I do. Because I was like, oh, it's not giving me what I thought it was. So what happens is in the beginning, it's got a floral vibe to it in the beginning, and then it dries down to this really stunning vanilla. So the thing with Mancera is, Mancera can fool you with the names. So I'm thinking it's going to be this really strong, strong, strong vanilla, and on me it does not ring that way. It's very floral in the beginning, and let me spray her. So it comes out very floral in the beginning on me, and then as it dries down, the vanilla just like boom, just it's like an explosion of vanilla on my skin. So in the beginning I get a lot of the florals, but as it dries on my skin, it's like this explosion of vanilla, and it's a very classy vanilla because it has this smoothness to it. So it's this very hi Lala, it becomes this very smooth vanilla. Very smooth, very gorgeous vanilla. So that's that one. And last but not least, out of all of these that I have right now out, is Port Penhaligon's Clandestine Clara. This one, I'm really getting into. It's boozy, and it's got one of the best misters ever. It's got one of the best spray. The sprayer on these things is like a spring shower. It's so good. But this one is boozy, very ambery vanilla. It's got this, I think it's rum in it. It took me a minute to wear, and I think sometimes I'll be trying on stuff and then, you know how your nose just gives out? My nose is quick to give out. But this is like that boozy chick. Now, this is the boozy chick who's like, this is money, but this is the undercover alcoholic chick. You know what I'm saying? This is what it feels like. It's that undercover alcoholic chick. The one who tips, who be low key drunk all the time, but you don't know it because she can hold herself together. Hey, Coco. That's what I'm saying. Clandestine Clara. And she on some bullshit, but she can walk her heels and she can drink her drink, and you kind of think she be drinking too often. It's the undercover alcoholic chick, because she's just a little off, you just know, but you can never prove it because she's always together when you see her, but she been drinking, but you can't prove it because she got it together. She smells good. She's together. She's tipping. She's got a purse, and but that look in her eye, exactly. She's a functional alcoholic. Exactly. It's a slightly suggestive vibe to it because, she's throwing it out there for the world to know. I'm on some stuff. You want to know. So it's a little suggestive, but it's like it pulls you in and takes you out. So that is the last one, Clandestine Clara. Now, to be quite honest, there are some things that I still need to be wearing. You know how you have stuff and you think, I really need to wear these because I haven't been wearing them. So I have some that I got to pull out and wear because I want to really delve into them and be like, okay, do I really like them or can I get rid of them? Because some things is like you have them and then you be like, am I really loving them like that though? Okay, so yeah. There's a list of those that I got to make sure. I got to see, do I really like these? Okay. So anyway, that was that. So that was the whole 25. It was 25 of them I did. Okay, I did 25. I did 25. Sue me. Sue me if it's too much. Okay, because I know YouTube is about top fives, top tens, doing it quick, you know, in and out. But who am I? I'm not that person. So let's talk about my new project. I put it in my community tab, but you know what? I'm gonna pub myself because I don't think I pub myself enough. How can you get my list? It's actually in the description box, Yvonne. I put a link in the description box. You can just see. I was ahead of myself this time. You can look into the description box, and there's a link to my actual decant list. And then if you see anything you want, just, you know, hit my email or hit me up on IG. Boom. You still want Clara? Yeah, you still want it. It's boozy enough. It's got ambery. It's ambery, boozy, vanilla enough that I can see you wanting it. So I think I don't really do well with you know, talking about things I'm doing. You know, I don't know. I promote myself, but I don't. Okay, so this is crazy. So anyway, here's what I'm doing. I'm calling it Bridging the Gap. It is a math program for 7th through 9th grade. And it's for students, if you or anybody you know, because it's an online class, where I will be bridging that gap, you know, because there are some kids that are struggling with math, and they need to bridge the gap on certain basic fundamentals of math, and then go ahead from there. So this will be throughout the school year, and there's, you know, I have a whole curriculum that I'm creating and everything, and it'll be very interactive and very specific. So kids will take an assessment so I can see where they sit, and I can move them, you know, quickly and help them. Because trust me, you will find, especially now with this pandemic, that a lot of kids don't really know math as well as you think they do. They're doing okay on testing, or their grades are okay, but when it comes down to math, one of the big things I teach is math without a calculator. So because so many kids can't do math without a calculator. So that's one of the things I bridge the gap on, is to teach them how to do math, certain types of math without calculators. Eventually we do math with calculators and things like that. But in the beginning, not at all. So what's going to happen is I am going to be Monday night. I will be hosting a Zoom to, you know, go over it and explain how it's going to work, what it is, because it's a 2-hour class once a week, and another time, you know, in a tutoring session once a week. So if you are interested in it or know anybody who might be interested in it, hit my email so I can send you the link for the, FAQ session on Monday, because it's going to start on October 17th, that Saturday. So if you're interested in, you know, if you have somebody that's interested, or if you have a child that might need it, or, you know, somebody in your family, friends, or anything, please let them know. They can at least come to the Zoom and see it, because I'm only going to take so many kids, because I also I'm not going to overwhelm myself, where I wanted to make sure that, you know, that the kids get what they need. If it gets to this point where I have more, I do have other teachers that I can bring in to really, you know, to do other sections if I have to. But in the beginning, I just, you know, if it's just me, it's going to be like that. So if you know any kids that, you know, that need this service, just hit email me. My email is in the description box as always, or on IG, you can hit me up so I can send you the Zoom link for the meeting on Monday evening. So just wanted to put that out there, because I just be feeling like I just don't really talk about the stuff that I do. And part of the reason why I'm doing this, not only because listen, you know, it's income, but it's also because I work in the schools, and I do see, and it's not just at this school, I've seen it over the years. What time zone? It will be in Central Standard Time, CST. And so it's going to be like at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, the Zoom. However, what I'm probably going to do is record the Zoom. So in case people can't make it, they can watch it and see what, and then if they have any additional questions, they can contact me. So, and I'll give out my phone numbers and things like that so they can contact me. Of course, they got to text me first because I don't answer unknown numbers. Okay, just who I am. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing it because I find that there's a lot of hi, Alicia. And so the reason why I'm saying this is because it's online. So it's not like your kids can't do it because they don't live in Chicago. So I'm doing it online so I can reach out to more people, well, what I have found is like quite a few kids can't do math without a calculator because so often they've been given calculators. So I'm big on they have to be able to do their multiplication and they have to be able to do math without the calculators before we get into using calculators, because it's very important that they can do that because they will be tested. There are certain sections of tests that are math with no calculators. And a lot of our kids lack on that because they're so calculator dependent. And so that's where I always start with that. And then, as we get into more, the more complex math, we didn't have them until high school and they giving them out, But also remember, calculators are really expensive when we were young, Karen. So that's the other reason. So that's the other thing. So like I said, so if you know anybody or if you are interested for your children or, somebody in your family, just hit me up so I can send you the Zoom link. So, we can see how they can possibly get started if you're interested in doing it. So I just want to put that out there. Right, exactly. Exactly. And so I push no calculators because it's important that that our children are good at math. They need to be good at math and get comfortable with math so that they can be ready to be out here in this world. And the reason why I'm saying that is because in order to, to level up, they have to be able to do math because so much of what we're doing now is about critical thinking and things that are math oriented, not necessarily doing math, but able to think in that type of way. Right. They got calculators on their phones. They got calculators, but besides the calculators on their phones, teachers give them calculators all the time. I was doing some fraction problems and I knew what this little boy did. He just went on his thing and did the calculations on his phone. And it's like, and I'm like, nope, that's not right because you have decimal points. So that's how I know you use the calculator. But yeah, like things like, and many of the stuff and it will start with those fundamentals. If they need them. If they don't need some of the fundamentals, they will start in a different space, a different level, and do some different things. But, I know certain things, the assessment will tell me where they need to be. Just saying that. And so I'm really excited to do it because I really just want I really want kids to be, better prepared. And so many of them aren't. So if you're interested, once again, hit me up on my email or on my IG so I can get you that Zoom link for Monday so you can, find out what it all is, what it entails. And so when it starts on October 17th, if you want your niece, your son, your daughter, friends, kids, they need to be in it. I got them. All right. So that was my commercial. Okay, so let's see how we did this. So I did the fragrances. Now I've done my commercial. Now we can chat. Okay, hello. For a little bit. This is a full lineup going on. We had an infomercial in the middle. Okay, so I should call it the infomercial. Infomercial in the middle. We've got we had the meat of it, which was the fragrances, the infomercial, and now chat. Okay, now, so I've done everything. Yay, me. when I'm sitting here, I'm gonna start putting up away stuff because I had all these fragrances sitting on a chair, you know, and one fell and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to break a I'm about to break some perfume. And is that not heartbreak? If that ain't heartbreaking when you think you about to break some perfume, and you be like, no. But that's like breaking anything like that. Makeup, because when I have broken makeup, I've been like, oh my God, no, this just didn't happen to me. No, this just didn't happen to me. Be all upset. See, okay, there we go. So I'm not doing it different than anybody. Ouch. Which ones did you get? Which kiss lashes did you get? Which ones? Because I might have to get them. Okay, I didn't spend enough money. I ain't got no damn money. I ain't got no damn money. Quit lying to yourself, Louise. You just did some stuff you shouldn't have done. Which ones did you get? I know it's some kind of dramatic lash. I know it's a dramatic lash because it's cocoa. Because it's, I mean, what else would it be but a dramatic lash if cocoa's got them? No shade. I'm just saying because, you know, we do the dramatic lashes. I'm trying to remember where I had stuff at. Max Out Drama Lashes. I think I was looking at those. So I have like, because my room isn't all the way together, I cannot show y'all the carousels and everything, how I got the fall fragrances set up, because I was trying to film it and I was like, but you can see the stuff in the background. And I am one of those people. I will look at the backgrounds of people's stuff and I'll be like, do you see how your stuff look? Right, exactly. I know who you are. Because, you know, I have a thing, you know, like, okay, because like, for instance, let's just be honest. Let's have a moment. I don't mind my background because it makes sense. Right, okay. I don't mind. I think I have some of those in my cart right now. My background pretty much because it goes with what I'm, you know, the aesthetic of what we're doing. We're talking about, you know, makeup and things. So I don't feel the need to have a backdrop, you know, because this is my backdrop. So let me just say this will be my backdrop all the time because it does fit with what I do. Now it might not be perfectly neat or something, but it's beauty related. So okay, I said that all. Oh, this is what goes there. So there's that. But I was trying to do the carousels, but it was just showing too much extra stuff that I don't want y'all to see. You know, and because like, don't you like when you're watching people's stuff, and I ain't gonna say nothing to anybody because I would never be that person. I'm never that person who's like, oh, you need to clean your room up. But when I look at people's stuff, and you know what I'm talking about, you can see like in the background, you be like, so you didn't think that maybe you should like make your bed, you know, or like even when you see people take pictures, you be like, did you look at your background? Yeah. I thought about doing backdrops and everything, and I said, nah, you know, I'm just gonna show what I have. Because I also think it makes sense, you know, like I'm in here. This is my space. Okay. But that's just me. That's just the way I think. I might be crazy, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little crazy with that. But that's just the way I think, you know, that's my thing. It's like, oh, okay, so, you know, we're going to let people see how it looks. Is that where that's supposed to go? I think so. But, you know, not everybody feels that way, and that's fine. But that's just the way I look. Is this supposed to be over here? I think so. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, we will be going over the ganache ones again. I will have some things to say. I got some, you know, I like a few things better now. Okay, so this goes here. So So yeah, I was gonna like do my carousels and do like a quick video for IG. But then I was looking at the background and I was like, no, they're not gonna see that background. Not today. You're not gonna be talking about me like that was cute. Hi, Kia. You know, I'd be like, that was cute, but no, we're not gonna let them see it. We're just not gonna let them see it at all. So I'm still in the fragrance mood, so let's talk about fragrances. So I was looking around. For the people who have kind of large collections, not you start looking around and you go, you got to the register and put the lashes back. You start going. I don't think I can put this up here. That's right, I can't. I be looking like, okay, you might need to use this sometimes. So I have some fragrances. So I'm saying this all to say, don't you have fragrances where you start looking like, oh yeah, I guess I should use that, because it's been sitting here and I just kind of like totally forgot about it. And then you even get to the point you kind of forget about how it smells. Or is that just me? Why are you upset? Why are you upset? Oh, girl, ain't nothing wrong with lashes, yummy. Ain't nothing wrong with lashes. Why are you upset? I mean, I got a lot of lashes too. You can't, But because I only got like 5 more pair. You think it smells weird? I smelled it. I think I just wasn't impressed with it. I was like, oh, okay. It was one of those things where I wasn't like, yes, I want to have it. Yes, I need to have it. It was like, oh, okay. It's all right. It was one of those, it's all right moments. Oh, it's an impulse buy. Okay, that makes sense. And then you go, I don't know if I should. Okay, the bottle is cute. Okay, I will say but it's cute, sort of. I don't know. It ain't all that cute to me. Yes, Coco has been collecting way too much stuff. She's in timeout. She's in timeout. See, Rose was talking about this, and I was like, I need to wear this. This is La Autre Oud. I don't know how you say it. Where I will need to wear this because I have barely worn this. Okay. Hey, oh, you said it. I didn't. I just agree with you, Coco. I just agree with you. Yeah, but I haven't been wearing it's a oud now. It's a oud. You know what's interesting is whenever I do a poll and I say like fragrance notes that I want to, talk about, and I throw oud in there, it never does well. People be like, "No, I don't really care about oud. I don't really care. I don't want to hear about your ouds. Don't tell me about your ouds. Oh, never mind." Right? It's a gangster. Right? It's a gangster. It's definitely one of those. But I haven't. So I'm gonna have to wear it a little more. I'm gonna have to give it a little wear here and there. And just like I said, I am off. Well, I'm not. Okay. So anyway, once again, so don't forget if you really need to just reach out to me for the Zoom link for my class, because I would really like to help quite a few kids and see some growth. I'm all into growth, things like that. Just so you know, if you have a child that's like a junior or a senior, Be aware that SATs have been waived. Kids don't have to do them. Yes, yes, it is a new month, and I have bought a couple of things today, but I'm not buying nothing else for a minute. Oh, that sounds cute though. Coco, you always so cute though. Yes, FAFSA is available, but you do not. The SATs have been waived. So as long as your kid got some decent grades, you don't have to worry. They don't have to like stress out on them. You love fall fragrances. I do too. I love fall fragrances. Yes. I like summertime for what it is. And I think I like the summer fragrances because it's about being in summertime. It's warm outside, when we go out in sundresses and everything. Oh, I didn't show y'all. With us staying in, because we're going to be staying in a lot. Right? We know this. I bought me some. They'll be here sometime. I don't know. Let me quit lying. I don't know when they're going to get here. But I did get me some. Where is it at? No screenshots. Okay, so what I bought me some new house shoes because it was like B talked me into these. She showed them to me and I was like, ooh, maybe I do need them. So yes, my slippers. Did y'all see my slippers? And I was looking for robes to go with them, kids. So I need to have my robe. I want a hooded robe because I just want to be like in a hooded robe with these slippers on, looking just extra cozy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna come on here one time. Y'all just gonna know I'm gonna have my shoes on. And I'm gonna have a hooded robe on. It's gonna be late night, and I'm gonna have a cocktail. Probably champagne or something. And I'm just gonna be like, hello. Yes, got to get the cute lounge wear. Yes, and I mean that was the craziest buy ever. I would, as much as those damn things are, but I figured I'll be wearing them for the next couple of years, so it'll all work out. And especially now because we ain't leaving our houses, okay? Yes, I already saw the hooded robe I want. Yes. See, I know what you're saying, Jackie. That's it, because I saw a few fragrances. I was like, that's not. I don't want that now. It's a summertime fragrance. Them notes ain't gonna do nothing for me right now. Right? Holidays is good. Well, let me say this: don't get it now, but wait till later in the season, like almost towards spring, while it's still around, and then get it. Because it'll be around. Oh my God, this thing is heavy. Because ain't nobody thinking about it now. So wait until March, and you'll be able to get it. Because I think, when did I get mine? I got mine right before the holidays train started. Right? So yeah, so that's the Mancera names will always fool you because they make no sense. They're like, what? Oh, My Way, yeah. Those type of things I don't buy a lot. I be like, y'all know I'm not necessarily a niche snob. It's not about it being niche. It's just about it being like mainstream. I'm a mainstream snob because I buy something, inexpensive, and it could be like a designer, but it's that's the face you made, but it can't be like something like mainstream, like, oh, My Way. Oh no, okay, I'm good. I'll be all right. So I'm a mainstream snob. We're just gonna call it like that. I'm a mainstream snob. I'd be like, nah, I don't need that. Because I have not thought about buying a Daisy in forever. Forever and ever and ever. I just gave B the La Vie Belle Intensement. Now, I will say that does not smell like La Vie est Belle, but I was like, you can have it. I ain't gonna wear it. You know, I got because it kind of reminds me of Love Don't Be Shot, and I already have that. And I gave her that one that was the Roja one, that Roja Dove one, Raja. Right, it's right. Yeah, girl, you know that thing, Key. You know my way is gonna be at discounters. I'm gonna give it January. I'm gonna give it January. It'll be there in about January because really they hit fragrance net real quick. Who kept there quick? The Marc Jacobs ones that he came out with this spring, they hit fragrance net like 2.5 months after that. You just sprayed her love, don't be shy. Okay. Yeah. So it was like they were there really quick. So you will be able to get them probably like January, like right after Christmas, probably right around Christmas. No, because they're going to. Ooh, I just want them to get some really good gift sets and like lipstick on. Okay. I have yet to really try. Well, I had some replica samples. The ones I had, I was like, okay. I'm okay without it. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm up like this because I know what's gonna happen in the morning. They're gonna call me up next door and be like, "Can you watch Bakari?" I told y'all gotta watch Alicia Indecence. She got a serious collection. She has a serious collection. A serious collection. Right? It's cheaper to help you. You know, I gotta move my nightstand into my actual bedroom. I've been lazy and haven't gotten to it. But I think I'm gonna keep my green teas on my actual nightstand because I think the green teas, they're such a lightweight, wear to bed kind of fragrance because they're nice and cheap and you can just spray. I can just spray myself, spray the bed. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do that tonight. But which one will it be? I don't like green tea lotus. Where's one of the ones I like? I have a whole thing of these things, right? I got, I got the whole thing of these. Maybe I'll do green tea fig. Because I haven't pulled these out. This is another thing I haven't pulled out. But what I said is I'm going to like put like 3 or 4 by my bed. And so that I can just switch them up and use them at bedtime. Y'all know I didn't talk about one fragrance, but that's okay. I'll talk about it another time. Okay. Green tea. Oh, honey, I don't even have YSL Libra. I don't even have that, and I will not have it. Thank you. So I'm thinking about doing some giveaway. Oh, I got a giveaway. I got to go get the winners and post them. I got to go do comments. Yeah, see, see, Kid, you just came here. You don't understand. You don't. I have all of them except for one. I own 21 of the 22. And I only don't have one because it was extremely expensive. And ain't no way I paid $100 for a green tea fragrance. But so I have 21 of them. There's a video. There's a ranking and everything of the green teas. Because I have them all. I lost my mind. That was one of those. Right. The green tea was like early COVID obsession. It was an early COVID obsession because it was like, I was like, for some reason I started, Yeah, I love tuberose. I love tuberose. We know I love tuberose. Let's think. Okay, let's think about our top 3 fragrance notes. Since we're all here talking about fragrance, what are your top 3 fragrance notes? Right. Yes, these are really good and comforting. They're really just, something to have at your bedside and just be like, yes, yes, yes. Plus, vanilla. Okay, vanilla. What else we got? I know Coco's is tuberose. The coffee and chocolate for I'm okay. I'll talk about that in a second. Almond rose and orange blossom. Okay, salts. Yes, cocoa salts. I should have known that. Rose, vanilla, caramel. I should have known you was gonna say salt. I forgot that you love salt. And tonka bean. Yes, tonka bean is your thing. Tuberose castane. Okay, so hazelnut. Okay, Drea. Okay. Mine are. I'm gonna say this. Mine are all the time tuberose, rose, and oud. I love oud. But I really like spicy stuff too, but I really like a good oud. Now, here's my latest obsession, those that are in my head. You know how it's just okay, y'all know how I roll. Y'all know I get on an obsession on a note, and then I'll be like, I need everything in there. I gotta find all of these until I'm satisfied. And that's the issue for me. I get in this roll in my head, and then it's like, oh, I really want to try these. And then I have to find 7 or 8 of them to feel like I've done it. Then I feel like, okay, my number 1 is Roses Barbaranza, but I think tuberose and Roses Barbaranza are more winter. It's got to be a little bit colder because them babies are Diva Mode. Diva Mode. Pepper, lemon, salt, and jasmine. Okay, wait a minute. Pepper, lemon, salt, Danny. You sound like seasoning, like you about to fry some fish. Pepper, lemon, salt, and jasmine. Yes. You're a flanker chaser. I'm trying not to be that. I understand that. I understand that one because I can be that way too. Flankers, I can do that too. Be like, ooh, I need that. I need that. If you were into orange blossoms, did you get you some La Fleurs d'Oranger by Serge Luton? That's the best orange blossom out there. Right. She making now, my latest obsession is in my head, and I'm trying to be better about that. Right. Okay. So we getting you out of the citrusy, lemony, beachy sense. Okay. I am kind of low key obsessing on amber. I'm obsessing on right. I'm kind of obsessing on amber right now. I'm also obsessing on finding, and I don't even drink this stuff, but I want a really good coffee fragrance. I'm just like not satisfied with the coffee fragrances I have. And I want, and kind of chocolate. Chocolate's in there too right now because it's this time of year, I'm definitely doing like chocolate, like, oh, I need some chocolate in my life. Oh my God. Hi, Akeisha. And then almond is kind of in there too. It's like so many, but I know right now I'm feeling amber. And definitely want some good coffee. But because like I have Intense Cafe, I have Deluxe. I had that horrible one from Ganache. So now I'm looking for some with coffee notes because I want rum is good. Well, okay, let me just say, not just rum. I just like boozy. See, I don't. It ain't necessarily got to be rum. It's got to be boozy. It can just be a liquor one. It can be rum. It can be whiskey. It's got to be boozy. Boozy. I don't have that many chocolates. I don't think I have chocolate violet. I have. I can't smell it either. No, I can't smell it. I cannot smell the coffee in Intense Cafe. I don't know what everybody's smelling because it ain't coffee. They be tripping. They be tripping. Yeah, I just need it to be a little boozy. I need that booze feeling, bourbon vanilla, yeah, I think, and okay, I'm just wondering, did my top pay everybody to say they could smell that coffee? Because I swear to God, Ristretto Intense Cafe. I mean, but that was hard to get now, Coco, because it's always out. And that's supposedly the stronger version of it. But I only want the small one for that. Because, like I said, my tile is hit or miss. I'm just saying, I think some of the people got paid to say that. Let's just be honest. Can't you listen to me? Let's just think about this. Because all we've been hearing about is Intense Cafe, and the shit don't smell like they say it does. It just does not. And I'm just being honest with you. Okay, since we're talking about it, it ain't sexy to me either. I like Intense Cafe, but I like Rose's Vanille better, and they're about the same thing. But why would you want it Ristretto if it smells like Rose's musk? It's like, see, my tail can be so hit or miss. What's going on with my eyebrows? I just feel a little funny. Okay. I don't leather is good too. I like a little leather and tobacco. You get smokiness, one little smokiness. But I think that I don't think it's that sexy. Everybody be like, oh, Intense Cafe is so sexy. I don't think it's that sexy. I think it's a pretty fragrance, but I don't think of it as a sexy fragrance. Sexy fragrances to me are deep and dark and rich and spicy. Deep ones are like Club de Nuit Intense, like Noir de Noir, Club de Nuit Intense for woman, Emerald Oud After Dark, Dior Attic. It's a richness to it. You know what I'm saying? Intense Cafe is a pretty sugared rose. It's not like L'Extase Rose Absolute by Nina Ricci. That's a sexy, sugared candy rose. It's that's why I'm saying, because here's the thing. There's certain talking points that we hear about Intense Cafe. We hear about how sexy it is. We hear about these things. Now, don't get me wrong. I think some people have gotten on that bandwagon because the Bear people have said it. I'm just being honest. Y'all know I'm ignorant like this. Let's just have an honest moment. I think a lot of people say it's sexy and say those things about it because everybody says it, so they're not going to say it isn't. Like, for instance, me saying I don't like Baccarat Rouge 540. I think it smells like urinal cakes. Now, is that a popular opinion? Hell no, because everybody loves that stuff. Oh my God, Baccarat Rouge 540. Oh, yeah. But I don't think it is. So I think there were some talking points in the beginning with bigger YouTubers that one of the things they were pushing, that it was a sexy perfume, because too many of them call it sexy, and that shit is not sexy at all. Not at all. Y'all know this is what happens late at night, and I'm not even drunk, that I say this shit that I shouldn't say. I say the things that I shouldn't say. Because let me tell you something. Here's one thing. I need y'all to make a promise to me. If you ever hear me doing something like this or see me doing something like this on my channel, that y'all talk shit about me, okay? Now that's what I first need. I need y'all to promise. I need some promises. I need promises. I just need promises, okay? Okay, well, maybe that's it, because sexy and demure. There we go. Innocent and demure is sexy. Okay. All right, we'll go with that. So if y'all ever see me on this pinky swear, thank you. If y'all ever see me on this platform doing things, talking about how to be classy I mean, like stunting on the hoes, is my joke. That's my tongue-in-cheek, sarcastic way of talking about shit. Okay. But if y'all ever hear me talking about how to be classy, how to be grown and sexy, or any such nonsense like that, I need y'all to virtually hit me in the back of my head. Just fucking hit me in the back of my head. Like, bitch, what are you doing? Can y'all just do that for me? Just promise me. If y'all ever hear me talking that bullshit, please. People have my phone number. Get on my phone in the midst of it. Say, bitch, what are you doing? Don't call me heifer. Don't call me bra. Call me, bitch, what are you doing? Because I done lost my mind. I'm just saying. Don't, if you see me with this like pretentious ass, I'm I don't necessarily, well, let me say, I think people might ask for them because you've put that out there. But even if people ask me for that, I'm not going to do no stupid shit like that. I'm just being honest. So I just, and I'm not, no shade to anybody. I'm just saying, if I come up with some kind of like, I'm better than everybody, I can tell y'all how to live your life, bullshit like that. And you know what I'm saying? Get on me, because I done lost my fucking mind. And not to say that that's wrong for anybody. I'm just saying that's not something I'm gonna do. I don't ever want to. Don't let me get to being that person talking about, this is how you do this to be grown and sexy. This is how you do it to be classy. I'm just saying, if I right, sit, because y'all hit up B and be like, your mama done lost her damn mind. Go next door and cut her off. Matter of fact, that's what y'all need to do. Just call B, because B be like, what? I mean, because we know I am. It's talk about things. Whatever. And right, but don't be telling right. This is what you got to do. I don't never watch them, kid. I just saying, if you ever see me becoming that pretentious, please call me on it. I'm just saying, just call me on it, because I'll be like, the fuck. Right. Unplug my internet, snatch my shit, turn off my lights. It's over. Snatch it down. Be like, you're done for the night. Get off of here. Be like, but why? Just and I mean, it would just be kid. And it's not, I've seen it a few times. I'd be like, right, gather your mother. Right, exactly. Gather your mother. Get her together. Get her together. Okay. Yeah, and what you need in your wardrobe. What a 14, what a over 40 grown. What the fuck? Who are you to tell? Who are you to tell somebody how to be adult and grown and classy? I'm gonna say this: real class don't have to do all that. Right. Right. This exactly. Wait a minute. If this come right here, this is what, when I see that shit, I be like, who appointed you, motherfucking, the president of telling us this? It's like, who the fuck are you? And when you have to say those things, who are you telling this to? Is it for the masses or for you? Are you trying to make yourself feel like that? because you still have some, because, and then those and people be like, I love myself. Really? Because I don't really think you need to go. Right. That's true. Because when you call yourself, when you call yourself in the third person, it's just, that is just like, really? Okay. Thank you for explaining us what class looks like. It's what? What? And here's the thing about it, and I'm just going to say this straight up. Class and money are not the same. Class and money are not the same. And too often, people equate the two together. You ain't got to have two nickels to rub together and still be very classy about how you roll, how you move in this world. And it's not about some kind of superficial, ways to show. You don't have, no, class doesn't, yes, and that's the thing, exactly, because they telling you basically your shit ain't together if it ain't the way I say it should be. If you're not doing it the way I say you should be doing it, then you ain't got your shit together. Shut the fuck up. Fuck are you? But I'm just saying, class and money do not. The classes, money don't equate class. And just because you can buy things and buy luxury items does not make you classy. It makes you got some money and you've bought some things, but it does not make you classy, because I find that very tacky. When you sit up here and tell people how to be classy, thank you. When you tell people how to be classy, it's just really tacky to me. And I'm not, and very smug. Like, see, I got it all together. You wish you was me. Let me tell y'all something. Boom, that one there. There. It's like, right, or style does not come from money. Class does not come from money. All of those things come from the person and how you roll and how you move. And it doesn't take having labels on your things. I haven't watched I can't watch none of that stuff. I just don't. Look, y'all all know who I'm talking about. Y'all all know how this came up, because I was like, what? What am I seeing? Which videos? The ones where they're gonna tell you how to be classy? Or the ones, because I'm like, I was like, oh, see, that's okay. You know what? Listen, I've talked about my past. We know, listen, for the people who know, what is the biggest video I have is something about my past. Talking about your past is fine to me, because it does speak on, where you've come from. Oops. Right. But really, so okay, so Right. Right. Okay. So, and Coco gonna put it out there. Okay. I wasn't gonna say it. I'm just like, okay. So y'all gonna have to give me the playlist of what I need to watch. No, listen, Misty. Hey, I ain't got nothing. Hey. Honestly, because I don't really watch that much, I just see the titles come up because I think from a from a standpoint of doing like fragrances, I love her videos. I really watch her. I watch her fragrance videos all the time because I think she has a great collection. I think she knows her shit about fragrances. So that's what I watch her for. What? Oh, hell. Y'all fucking with me now. Oh, man. You know, so I watch for that. But them other ones, I'd be like, you know, talking about, you know, your style of your home, lifestyle. But and even though I and like Kia said, right. Even though, like Kia said, talking about your past and things like that, uh y'all gonna have to give us the playlist of these to watch because those are fine, you know. But I'm sure it was. But you know, it's like, and listen, hey, who am I to say? Like, for instance, right now in my life, I am never going to tell somebody how to keep a man, you know, because I am not in a relationship and haven't been real in any that I really, because, you know, it just is what it is. You know, I'm not going to sit up here and be like, this is how you get a man and keep a man. And this, no, I'll tell you about some shit that sound crazy to me and crazy shit that happens. But I'm not going to sit here because I am not in that space to be like in this loving relationship where I can say, oh, we've been together and this is how we keep ourselves together. But I'm not, no. And I've gotten to this part, and I've actually also gotten to this place where I don't take myself so seriously. And so if I talk about subjects, it's because I want to talk about it, you know, just because, but not because I feel like I'm an expert on it. It's more about some thoughts about it. I don't think of myself as this expert on things like that. I don't think of myself as an expert on shit, honestly. I just, you know, as I always say, I'm just a crazy chick living my life. But when you see the pretentiousness, I be like, okay. And I'd be like, oh, okay. So it wasn't, you know, it just, I happened to see it right before I came on. I was like, what? And okay, I'm gonna tell something. Since we talking, I'm in a fragrance group that like that person's in. And yeah. Yeah. It's kind of, I mean, not that very active in it, but some of the things that have been posted or said, I'm like, oh, so that's how you roll. You know what I'm saying? Very condescending, like just not cool to me, you know, because I think like, especially, and let me say this about why I'm saying this is like with 2020 and everything that we've been dealing with in 2020, right? I think that people need outlets. I think they need things to, like, take their mind away from the shit that's going on in this world. Because this world is crazy as fuck. And, we're not even going into the new crazy we got going on. But yeah, some stuff that was said in this group. And I was like, what? It was just like so kind of mean spirited. It was real kind of like just unnecessarily snarky and mean. And I was like, oh, okay. And kind of snobbish. And I don't roll that way. And that kind of snobbish vibe irritates me. So that's when I started kind of like, and like post some videos, like, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. It was just like unnecessary because it was some other stuff that was going on in other fragrance groups. And oh, I probably did. So yeah, and it was just like, that's just kind of bitchy for no reason, because and it was like in the depths of COVID, like when we were all on lockdown, we was all sitting in our motherfucking houses when we couldn't do shit. Well, you know what? I talked about Tiff Benson, so let's just say this one. So it was like, you remember when in all the groups, people were doing those sent me pictures, like sent me, and they would post a picture and people would like, post, since they thought that would be good for them, right? Does anybody remember that? The people who were like into fragrance communities, in the fragrance groups on Facebook. If you recall, it was like a big thing. It was just for a little while. It was in groups, and they would do like these sent me things. And it was like they would post a picture and say sent me. And people would then say, ooh, whatever, hypnotic poison or whatever. And I thought it was fine. It wasn't anything that I was like, oh my God, I've got to do this all the time. But I thought it was, it was something to do. And it was like, and I mean, literally, this was like April, when we was really, right. So, and as far as I was concerned, it was kind of like, it was annoying, but so what? Because it was something for people to do. It wasn't, and if it, instead, it just wasn't shit I was going to do. That's all, it's like, okay, well, that's cute and everything, but it's nothing that I want to do. Okay, fine. Goes back in this other group and goes, if y'all try to do that stuff in here, I'm gonna post up like some like, basically like, if y'all start doing this, I'm a clown you, because I'm gonna put up this tacky little fragrance or something that's just like and I was like, wow. I mean, it was like, wow. I mean, and that was like, to me, it was like, that was so unnecessary, because like I said, we all, it was a 2020 has been rough. And that was when it just really flipped on us. You know what I'm saying? It was like, we went from having the lives we were used to having to sit in our houses, and things were closed down, and you couldn't do shit. And so to like make fun of people because they're having a good time online was just fucking mean to me. And so that was a turnoff to me. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I see you, like, because, and like, I swear to you, I'm really big on that now. And I've gotten to that point. It took me a while because I used to talk shit. But nowadays, when people are doing things online and I think it's goofy or stupid, I just don't do it. I don't make these huge announcements of it. I don't make posts about it, because I understand that people, this is our outlet. And this is if this is fun to you or whatever, have at it. It just ain't something I'm going to do. But there's no reason to fuck with people because they're enjoying themselves and you think it's goofy. So what, you think is goofy? So what? So I am very big on not doing that because I get it. Sometimes this is, hey, you need it. We need it. And especially in this year, that of COVID, people losing their jobs, people not, losing, all these things, all these things are going on. So if this is your distraction, fine. Do have at it. Have a right, and exactly the mean girl vibe. Damn you, Coco. I can't stand you. And that was like such a, and then like when something like that happens, it kind of turns the way you think. Look at somebody, you be like, oh. And I mean, it was like, yeah, I was like, right. So, and I don't even think, but here's the thing, I don't think she's mean. I don't think she's mean. I just think she's full of herself. I honestly don't think of her as being mean. I just think she's so right. I just think she thinks she's, got it all together and that she's full of herself. Which is like, okay. Right, right. And Alicia, that's like, I can't even fuck with that one. And right, and conceited and everything. It's just like, so I don't see, and that's what I said. This is my point. Classy people. I mean, that's like, let's just be real. Oprah don't be sitting on there talking about this is how to be classy. Oprah might tell you about some products she likes, things like that. But Oprah is never gonna be like gonna put out something like how to be classy. She's gonna talk about how to live a better life. She's gonna talk about things like, things like that. But how to be classy or classy people do this? What in the fuck? Right there, it automatically says, because as I said, class is not something that you can define. And what are you defining it by? Because class is about a mindset. Class is about a way that you move through life, not telling somebody how to be classy. Right. And make a top 10 list of things. I'm just like, who does? I mean, really, that's what being classy is. Class is about right, exactly. Yeah. See, this is Oprah. Right? Healthy, smart choice. That's right. And now that's something that I can see you coming at. But when you make statements like and then stand there like, however, we do know that's a genre on YouTube. Telling people how to live better lifestyles and things. And that's the thing. It's not even it's just, and I think, and maybe this because I haven't seen it. Perhaps maybe if she had used a different word, it would have come off a little differently. Maybe that's what it needed to be, is something a little different. Because you can talk about how to live a better life or promote a healthier lifestyle or whatever, but maybe it's about the verbiage. I'm gonna say that maybe it's about the verbiage. I just play devil's advocate with myself. Oh my God, the minimalists irritate me too. I hate the minimalists who tell you you need to get rid of everything and find the 5 things that you love and never get rid, and that's it. Go suck my left titty. I'm just saying, because the minimalist and the no buy and the declutter, you want right. And that's the thing. And here's what, say that again, right here, right there, because you're calling yourself being a minimalist, but you're trying to make money off of being a minimalist. I would not do a watch party, But here's the thing with the minimalist. They're trying to make money off of being a minimalist. So that makes no sense. So that's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, right. See, that's my question. If you are minimalist, why do you need so much money? Why do you need so much money? Right? You want to be minimalist, but then they want to travel the world. Well, you're putting a big carbon footprint on the world. So now what? So it's like, and don't get me wrong. If you feel like, here's my thing about that. I just feel like so often people want to preach to you and tell you what you like is wrong because it's different than what they like or how they move or what they believe in or whatever. And it's like, come on, stop that. That's that. Just talk about what you're into. And then the people who want to be in that will find you. You don't have to act like this is the only way to be or to do things. No, this is the way you enjoy life or you've decided you want to live. And other people might want to, and they'll be there to talk to you about it. But see. Right. And so there we go. And so why should I shave her head though? And so exactly, because there are people who are interested in that, who want to see that, who are thinking about that kind of thing to do. And so they might want to see it. But it doesn't mean that you got to tell people who ain't about that life that they're living wrong. I've actually watched the tiny houses. I find them quite fascinating. Now, could I live in a tiny house? Absolutely not, because I can't edit down to that point. What? 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 2 bowls of see, hell no. No. I need more than that. I need more than that just to have people over. No. I need more than that. I'm sorry. But people like to watch that. And I ain't mad at them. But then my thing is, if you're living this minimalist, what do you need all this money for? Let me tell you, I was watching one, Misty, and I was thinking that because I saw these people who had like some land. It wasn't like they didn't have land enough. And I was thinking, now that's kind of cute. But I was thinking like I would need at least 5. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have this one for, like my living room area, and then my bedroom I would have to have another little tiny house. You know what I'm saying? That would just be my tiny house, and then I have one that's like my beauty area. See, then those little tiny houses, and then just have my living right. Right, that's what they need, the money. I'm just saying, I would just see. So because when I watch them, okay, when I watch those, when I watch those things, the first thing I think of, where are they clothes at? Where are they shoes at? Where's her makeup at? Because as a couple, where the fuck, what? So what do you go down to? You got one palette, one foundation, a couple of brushes. Where's your makeup at? Right. And then Bez is this, and they're like, oh my God, this is so wonderful. I'm like, no, no. Nope. That's like for instance, if y'all have ever been into a boat, if you've been like a friend's, like my friend has a boat, right? So they always have like, when you go on, like, not the big huge boats, but a regular size boat that a person could have, they'll always have like the bedroom area, which is fine, have a little bedroom area. And then I kid you not, there's always this little bitty room where they supposedly got other places for people to sleep. I swear to God, that shit looks like a coffin. It's so tiny. It's just like like my friend used to use it on his old boat for storage, but it was supposedly someplace where people could sleep. But it's like this little bitty room. They have to fold themselves up like an accordion to be in. It's like, what? No. So just imagine living like that. Hell no. Because I be watching them like, where are their clothes at? That little closet is for two people. Closet be about this big. So what you got? 3 outfits? You got a day outfit, an evening outfit, and some pajamas? That's what you living in? Because right now, I got a 3-bedroom apartment that's mine. And I'm like, okay, I need to shift some of my clothes to this closet, the ones that I'm wearing, and I'm going to leave the ones I'm not wearing because I'm too fucking fat, or it's not that time of year, over here, so that I can, when I'm ready, I pull those clothes out in this closet. I'm like, what the hell? Hell no. And they're like, oh my God, this is so wonderful. No, I need a kitchen, y'all. I need a kitchen. I need a kitchen that I can live in. Right. That's funny. That's funny, Coco. Right. They got all their stuff someplace, Jackie. Their stuff is sitting someplace because they ain't gave up that much stuff. I'm sorry. They have not given up that much stuff. You cannot make me believe they have. You see how these things happen on this channel? We just segued into tiny houses and how we don't believe these people live in them. They're minimalist liars. They are minimalist liars. My ass is too big for a tiny house. My ass is too big for it. My ass, my hips, and my thighs could not live in a tiny house. Not all this back here. Not all this back here. No. Never. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, how are you? I don't know. We might be getting off soon. No, we're not doing none of that. Nope. My ass will be hitting everything. My hips, I be trying to go through that. Right. Here's the thing. I got hips, right? I can see myself walking through just hitting shit. Just trying to get through, just hitting shit. And if I turn to the side, my ass gonna hit it. So I'm just hitting everything. No. I don't know how many likes I got, but make sure y'all give me some likes because I see a bunch of people in here. But yeah, so. Right. Baby, the ass is not sleeping. The ass be hanging out over the bed. Let's be honest. If you live in a tiny house and you got an ass, your ass is hanging on the side off the side of the bed. Right. And then them little sleeping logs. And then the sleeping logs got about this much head space. So you got to crawl in that bitch. You got to crawl in it and then crawl out. And let me just tell you something about Louise right here, Lulu. I got to pee in the middle of the night because I drink a lot of water. So if I'm in one of them sleeping lofts and shit, and I gotta climb down every time I want to use the bathroom, oh hell no. Hell no. Oh, yes, and them little tiny showers. Oh my God. That just be looking like you can barely wash yourself. You gonna have to wash right. Mm-mm. Nope. Right, right. Wound up with a bedpan trying because you can't make it down set, and you always have an accident going down that damn ladder trying to get down to. Because not only that, uh, because think about getting into that. Then when you get out, you gotta flip your whole body around. You gotta flip your whole body around to climb down the sleeping loft, the little ladders and shit. Mm-mm. That shit is for 20 somethings trying to prove a point or something. 50? My knee, no. Mm-mm. First off, my knees can't take it. Can't take it. You know, my knees would be like all fucked up, what cracking and shit. You trying to come down them things and wind up falling down. And think about it. Right, right. Basically, yes, that's exactly what it is. For single, right, two skinny ass people. What is the point of this though? What shower and tub outside? See, you trying too hard to do something that you cannot make happen. But you know, oh look at you. Look at you, Danny. You was trying some shit. Don't try that with me. That shit look real cute, but I'm too old for that shit. I'm too old for all of that. All of it. Not gonna, no. Mm-mm. Not gonna happen. Mm-mm. So yeah. But that whole, and I mean, I would never, it's just not for me. So I would never, like, for instance, not, oh, okay. But but it's like people want to do, and I, hey, and if right, yeah, I'm not a camper either. Somebody was telling me, one of my friends went camp, she's like, oh, it's so great, it was so wonderful. Nah, if I gotta carry all that stuff to be comfortable, to sleep and eat and everything. Yep. Now I'm big. Now y'all know I love plants. Hey, plant the plants, live the plants, love the plants. I'm into, I want to have an urban garden. I swear to y'all, I would have beehives in my backyard. I would, but I know my neighbors would kill me. You know what I'm saying? The people in the building would hate me if I started. They'd be like, "This, what is she crazy?" So I would never do this because this isn't my property. It's an apartment. But I'm into, save the bees and everything. But when it comes down to like camping and fishing and things like that, nah, I'm not outdoorsy. See, that's why I probably wouldn't make it in like the zombie apocalypse or anything. I just, it's just, so I'm just, I don't know how I'd survive it. I don't know how I survive. I mean, you know what, you survive because you have to, but it'd be rough. See, it would be. I'd be like, oh, okay. I wouldn't be on whatever Right, right. Yeah, because trying to keep up with me, I don't know. I'm not. Yeah. I just think we have hit this new normal. So what we have to do is things like garden more, things like that. Have things around us to like, because I think I'm gonna put like a little greenhouse effect. Yeah, the glamping trend. Yeah, the trend. Yeah, that was cute. I'm still. Yeah, that was cute. But then glamping, you might as well just go and stay at a hotel. I mean, really, you might as well just go because you as much money people were spending on glamping setups, they might as well just got a Airbnb in the country. Just go get an Airbnb in the country and you'll be fine. See, no, let me tell you, I wouldn't be the whining one. I would just be like, oh my god. I see. I'm be honest. In reference to the zombie apocalypse, I would be one of those people. Hopefully, I could like hoard enough to keep me going for a while. Because I would be one of the people who I could live with the dark. I would be, I would be one of the people trying to get like the wood and shit and just barricade myself in. But I know at some point you got to move, but sadly, that's me. I would honestly, here's my plan. I want some land. I would buy land in the country. That's what I would do. I have some big dog, have dogs and shit. And I don't have no problem with, doing some gardening, not having a huge farm, but having a garden, a good sized garden to grow some shit. And doing that. See you, Misty. Oh, we about to get off anyway. We've been on here for over 2 hours. It's time for us all to go to bed. It's time for me to get some sleep. It's after midnight here. It's time for us to go to sleep as always. I try not to keep us on over 2 hours for too much longer than 2 hours. But that was a good little conversation. It I didn't mean to, for us to have a whole conversation about another YouTuber. I'm trying not to talk about YouTubers. I'm trying to be a good YouTuber and not talk shit. But sometimes I just be like, what? It's just, so and honestly, I didn't even think y'all would have noticed that thing. It just happened to come up and I was like, are you serious? She'll be all right. Right. I ain't nobody anyway. I'm just, ain't nobody thinking about me. So there we have it. And by the time we talked about it, most people ain't gonna watch that far anyway. Yeah, they really do. And we haven't had a good Jaclyn Hill watch party in a long time. There's so much we could, only so much we could talk about Jaclyn Hill. I'm giving her a break. Oh, listen, Drea, I'm a cool with my lane. And when I do, look, plus, besides like that, want me big because I'm such a shit talker. Right. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't even been noticing. I don't know. I don't think she is. Ain't nobody thinking about Jax right now. To be quite honest, yes, I saw that Jay started talking about his boyfriend stole from him. Let me tell you what that's gonna be now. That's gonna be his excuse for not liking black folks from now on. That is going to be his excuse for not dealing with fucking with black folks. Oh, okay. So that's gonna be that's going to be his excuse for not fucking with black folks, is because that Negro stole from me. So just know that's gonna be his excuse. He tried. Girl, listen, the way that girl was begging for him back. The way that girl was begging for him back and still begging for him. She just needs to take child support because if he was on the come up, at least he should have told her, baby, I'm on some shit right now. Just roll with me. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back. But clearly, that wasn't what he was on. So, there you have it. Listen. So, all right, y'all. It was good talking. More than likely, Drea, Coco gave it away because she's got 357. Right, gay for pay ain't for everybody. What? See, homeboy wasn't in it like Nathan, because see, Nate, he did his time. Nate did his time and made his coins. This one was not ready for what it was going to take. He wasn't ready for whatever J Star needed him to do and be for him to make that money. Nate was all in. He got every damn thing he was supposed to get. That's what he got, every damn thing, every damn thing he was supposed to get. Right. Nate, they say, you do the crime, do the time. Nate did his crime. He did his time. Now, Nate is sitting pretty with his coins. Because let's not forget, California is a community property state. And unless he had him sign something, Nate was definitely going to get paid. And I'm assuming that Jeffrey have him sign something before he move him in with him. But they definitely get a payoff. Come on now. They've been too happy. All right, y'all. Let's get out of here. Y'all have a great night. It was good talking to y'all as always. I need to wash my brushes. Oh, I got to start that process. Y'all have a good night. I will talk to you all later. Good night, everybody. You don't have to be married in California, Karen. They're palimony state. Oh, I need to wash my mask too. Things we have to do in our life. Make sure you wash your mask. All right, y'all. Talk to you later.